Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So the time has finally come. Winter is finally leaving us, spring is finally coming in, and I am so excited. That means that spring break is coming up fast. And as you guys know, we have been partnering with Mucinex, and we partnered with them in December and shared with you guys some of our getting ready for winter tips. And now we're gonna talk about getting spring ready, and more specifically, getting spring break ready. So a big thank you to Mucinex for collaborating with us on this and sponsoring today's video. All right, so y'all, we've got 7 kids, so buying 9 plane tickets is just nearly impossible / not going to happen. With the high prices of travel during spring, we just are not popping everybody on a plane. So we prefer to take road trips. You guys know this. If you've watched our channel, you've seen we take a lot of road trips. It's just way easier with so many people. And so this year we are taking a spring break trip to the beach. It will be the twins' first trip to the beach, and I am so excited, but it's definitely going to be a road trip. We're not flying. And as you might imagine, as a mom of 7, I've learned some tips and tricks along the way about how to make a trip like this go a little smoother, just planning, packing, things like that. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Now, you don't have to have a big family to apply these tips. Most of them are very practical and things that would work whether you have 1 kid or 10 kids. So we're just going to jump into my tips and tricks for road tripping, spring breaking, whatever, with a big family, lots of children. Buckle yourselves in. Here we go. All right, so one of the first things I do is pack what I like to call a travel sick kit, or if you get sick during travel kit kind of a thing. With so many kids, it's inevitable that something's going to happen. I've just learned over the years the things that are must-haves for me, things that I have to pack in this kit. And let me tell you, if it's in here and you think to yourself, well, that's kind of random, why would she pack that? It's because I've needed it before. I'm gonna show you guys and then I'm gonna just kind of explain to you how I do this. Yeah, my kids pretty much always get spring colds. I don't know about yours, but that's actually one of the most common times for us to get colds is in the spring. I do always pack my children's Mucinex multi-symptom cold in the very berry flavor for ages 4 and up. It relieves symptoms such as cough, congestion, stuffy nose. So if you're heading on a spring break road trip like us, be sure to pack the children's Mucinex. I have all kinds of other things in here. I carry medication for constipation. I carry pain relief medication, allergy medication. Rosie's helping me with this packing. We always put a kid's potty in the back. That way, if a potty emergency arises and we are not near a place to stop, or if you stop in one of those travel restrooms or in one of the rest stop restrooms and it's beyond nasty, then we have a little potty in the back, and then I keep these flushable wipes. I also always carry some kind of antibacterial disinfecting wipes. We can take these into the bathroom with us if we need to disinfect handrails, toilet seats. I mean, y'all know those bathrooms can get gnarly, and I even carry some of the disinfectant spray in case I need to spray things down. I'm not playing around when it comes to the antibacterial stuff. I bring things like eye drops in case somebody gets something stuck in their eye. Of course, I have sunscreen, thermometer, anything that you could possibly need. We also have a huge first aid kit, that has everything from band-aids for blisters to emergency gauze situation type stuff. I mean, we've got everything so that no matter what happens, we are covered when it comes to sicknesses and injuries. Kids do sometimes get car sick if we go on really long road trips, so we also carry puke bags in the car as well. So all of that goes into our travel sick kit. Since Miss Rue is in here helping me, we're gonna show you how we pack clothes. Do you want to show them how we pack clothes?
Yeah.
All right, with so many kids to pack for, I have discovered over the years, there are a million different tips and tricks out there for how to pack and get things really consolidated so you can fit the most into a small space. But what I've found is that that's actually not where my issue arises and what's difficult for me. What ends up being difficult for us is the fact that when we arrive at our destination, and the kids open the suitcase for the first time, they just start tossing things around to find what they want. Now, before anybody screams at me for waste, we reuse these. We keep these in the kids' drawers and we reuse them for any kind of road trip we go on, or any kind of trip that we go on, honestly. But this is what we do. All right, so for example, you can see here for Rosie, we take these bags, just these gallon-sized plastic bags, and I label them. And I put Rosie number 1, Rosie number 2, Rosie number 3. And in each one of these bags, she has a complete outfit, including underwear, top, shorts, everything that she would need for this particular outfit is in one of these bags. I can crush it down and push the air out before I seal it. And then these can lay really pretty flat. So when you go to put them inside the bag, it does help to fit a ton of clothes in there. And then when all of the kids go and open up the bag to get their stuff out, all I have to do is say, go look for your name and look for number 1, day 1. Right? And it's really easy because even for our kiddos that can't read, they do recognize their own name. And pretty much all of them know their numbers. So, and if not, they can get a bigger sibling to help. But this works so perfectly because I can tell Rosie to come in here and get Rosie day 2, and then she just grabs this baggie, pulls her clothes out, and she can get dressed. I'm telling you guys, this packing hack for kids, it's so perfect. And have everything that they need for that day, for that outfit. No question, no fuss, no muss, you know? No fuss, no muss, no coconuts, right?
Why?
And with this method, I can easily fit all of Noah, Jonah, and Rosie's clothes into this one soft-sided duffel bag. It makes it so much easier. Okay, so as far as entertainment goes for this road trip, you guys know our kids don't really have any kind of devices. We don't really do any of that, so we have to get a little creative when it comes to entertaining them for 3 to 4 hours in a car. So what we do is each child has a backpack. They all have these. We do let them pack some of their own like little favorite toys. So they take care of that. That's not something I do for them. They each pick out a few toys depending on our destination and where we're going and that kind of thing. But inside of here, what I put in here is this little clipboard activity kit. And I do these for the younger kids. The older kids kind of pack what they want, their own activities, what they want to do. But I do these mostly for Rosie, Noah, and Jonah. And they each have just a baggie with crayons in it, and I write their names on it so there can be no fighting over whose baggie is whose. And I also have one of these little water pens, which can be used on special books, and it, you know, essentially only lets you color with the water, so you're not making a big mess with markers or anything like that. So they have crayons and those, and then it's super easy to get online and do a quick search and print out some kind of scavenger hunt, like road trip scavenger hunt. And you can also laminate these so that you can reuse them, which is super handy because it's great when you get to the destination and all as well, but you still have to get home. So you want to be able to use it again. And instead of printing 2 copies, if you just laminate it, you can wipe it away. I also include on the clipboard I will buy one of those like big doodle pads and then tear out pieces of paper so that each kid has just like a big hunk of paper for drawing, playing tic-tac-toe, whatever they want to do. And then they have the clipboard, so they've got something to press on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So all that goes on there. And then up front with us, we will usually keep something like this, which is just like a fun car game that if it's really going south and we're just like desperate for something. This is like a bunch of questions, would you rather questions. Again, you can just search this online and print it off. But it's like fun things like, would you rather eat a giant bug or get stung by a bee? So you just go through and everybody in the car answers. It's just something to kind of play, make people laugh, and buy some time before, you know, meltdowns really begin. I will also download audiobooks onto my phone so I can plug my phone in, and then we can listen to a kind of kid-friendly, family-friendly audiobook. If nothing else, sometimes that will put people to sleep. All right, so my next tip is these baskets. And for the kiddos that are in car seats, these can just kind of go in front of them right there. And then for the big girls, we have them slide them under the seat. What they can keep in these baskets is they keep one little fuzzy blanket, some kind of a jacket or sweatshirt, and then shoes. But I don't know about your kids, but when my kids jump in the car, especially for a road trip, the first thing they do is kick their shoes off. So this keeps that from becoming a mess. We just drop the shoes down into their basket, and then that stays either under their seat or beneath their feet if they're up in a car seat. The other thing we do is just take some kind of old bag, like grocery store bag, and hang them on each row so that each row of seats has a garbage bag. All right, now lastly, snacks. I feel like this should probably go first because it's like the biggest deal ever when traveling with kids. Snacks. They're always hungry. They always want something to eat. Even if they've just eaten, suddenly they're hungry again. One of my biggest annoyances is when everyone in the car is calm and whatever, and one kid goes, "Can I have a snack?" And then now everybody needs a snack. That drives me crazy. So what we do is just, again, take one big gallon plastic bag and put inside of it a choice of snacks, and each child gets one of these and it goes into their backpack. Things like dried fruit, crackers, little individual baggies of trail mix, sweet fruit snack, a granola bar, some like peanut butter crackers, things like that. Just things that are filling, not too messy. That's the big thing, is that there might be some crumbs with these, but there's not anything that's like, you know, gotta lick your fingers and wipe it somewhere. It's all just like relatively, Shelby's laughing, she knows. And that is their snack bag for the trip. Now, if we're going, like, that's more than enough for a 3-hour road trip. So if you eat all your snacks in the first 30 minutes, that's on you. Water bottles, and just do water. And we keep up front with us, like napkins, a big, huge jug of water so we can refill their water bottles if we need to. But yeah, they just get water like this and it stays in their backpack. All right guys, so hopefully some of those tips were helpful for you. Like I said, I mean, that's kind of the way that we make things like this possible and more doable for us. Keeping kids entertained in the car can be really, really challenging, but those are my best tips and tricks at this point. If you have any other tips or tricks for making road trips manageable with kids, even if it's not a bunch of kids, please let us know down in the comments. It would be great for people to be able to find other tips and advice there as well. Once again, a huge thank you to Mucinex for working with us and sponsoring today's video. And thank you guys very much for spending some of your very precious time with me. It really does mean a lot that you would take time out of your day to watch one of our videos. So a big thank you to you as well. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, found it helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys again really soon. Bye.